HCL software release new versions of products and platforms that we maintain in our digital solutions portfolio. Recently, we released a few new versions, update, also make some future plans or some announcements about what is soon to come. My name is Petr Kunz from HCL Digital Solutions product platform, and in the next hour or hour and a half, I will share these latest news with you. The whole session is recorded, so you can download both slides and the video presentation, video recording after the session. If you have any questions, please use the chat in the webinar software. There is a chat room. Please send your questions, and we will discuss them at the end of the session. Also, please, if you are just listening, just mute. We can unmute ourselves at the end of the webinar and discuss openly. Now, for the sake of the clean recording, please mute yourself. Everything that we will see in the future 60 or 90 minutes and is about the future, like what we plan to release, is of course subject to change, because unless it is fully completed, fully documented and released on FlexNet, everything could be changed. Yet we like to share the plans we have with our products, so we are sharing the information with you. Just please keep in mind that those are the plans that we try to reach. It is not written in the stone. Digital solutions portfolio has a pretty number of products. You know this scheme. I use it all the time when I open discussion about digital solutions and our collaboration and development platforms. On the left side are user-facing products. On the right side are development-facing products. We will cover many of them because it's about the future. It's about what is about to come. Some of the announcements were made a few days ago on the Engage 2023 conference in Amsterdam. That was 2 weeks ago. So this is really new. Let me start with a quick overview what we plan to release in this year. So it means in year 2023, this is like big overview. You can see that all product families, Nodes, Domino, Sametime, Connections, Digital Experience, VaultMX, and so on, has updates or new versions almost in every quarter. In some products, it is continuous release, continuous improvement, like for example in Connections. In some products, we release new versions, like in Nodes and Domino. For client and server, we release 12.01, 12.02, 12.02 fixed-spec 1, and so on. In mobile versions for VERS, for example, it is more or less also continuous deployment. I will touch and cover all important products, mainly Nodes and Domino and related products in the following hours. So this is not the only way when we are showing the plans. Yet one thing stays the same. Nodes and Domino is the key product in this family. We can call it North Star, like a target to which, like a bright star to which we focus our future. So majority of the new features and functions that I will mention are about Domino, are about Nodes, maybe VERS, maybe Nomad, all related to the Domino. We are glad that the same experience got our customers. These are some user reviews on G2 portal, on G2 website that gathers public reviews from customers of different products, continuously publishes reports, and if you click on the link, you can see and read what our customers are thinking about Nodes and Domino, and how they appreciate the development and enhancements and investment that we put into these products. So we will continue, and I would unveil some new features in this session. Last year in November, I showed you, if you were on my webinar, I showed you this slide. These are like 3 years road ahead. At that time, it was 3 code names without specific versions. Now we know that Danube, codename Danube, was 12.02, was released as 12.02, and now we know that next version, codename Thames will be version 14. We are skipping intentionally version 13 because in some cultures it is not a good number with a good fortune. So we are skipping this number, and after version 12 there will be version 14. And version 12.02 is already released. This is the latest big version, and you can download it from FlexNet. As new versions are coming, it also means some old versions has to be retired, has to go to the end of support field. We announced, and it is announced for a long time, that next year, let's say almost in 12 months, there will be end of support for version 9 and version 10 for Nodes and Domino. It makes some sense. Version 9 was released 2013, so 10 years ago. And even if we would like to maintain it, it's costly and ineffective, especially because the vendors for which we originally wrote and developed version 10 and version 9 do not maintain the product. So it means Windows is not maintained. Mac is not maintained for the versions that version 9 was released. Java, compilers, security tools, everything that was okay and ready to use in version in year 2013, it is not available now or supported. That's why we even do not offer extended support, like plus 3 years for extra money as we did in the past. No, this version is too old to maintain the whole ecosystem around it, which we do not have under control. Some of the mentions are on the slide, like Windows, Mac, and so on. So we strongly suggest customers to upgrade systems to version 11 or version 12. 12 is of course better, and think or start testing version 14 as soon as some code will be available. Let's start with the main product, North Star HCL Domino. The latest version is 12.02 FixSpec 1, released a few weeks ago. Those are the screenshots from FlexNet. You can download it, you can use it. I will not, this is about current version and future, so I will not go into a list of features and enhancements that we added in version 12.0, 12.01, 12.02. You can see this is just a small overview split into 5 categories. I created a special presentation, and we hosted a few webinars in different languages in our region. It was at least in English and in Czech, and you can download slides, presentations, and videos. Here is the link. You can click on the link from the slides that I will send you tomorrow to the mail. So even the latest version 12.02 is included in the slides, and if you check for the file number that is the file name that is on the left side, you can download and see master presentation, what is new in version 12, 12.01, 12.02 for users, admins, and developers, and use it as a list of features that you can check which are best for you, and then go to documentation and learn more about the feature and then deploy. What I would like to show you is that what is new, what is new and updated recently. Let me show you live. It's group calendar. From time to time, a customer or business partner for a customer called me that people are interested better, that big companies that live in calendar, in calendar on Domino, would like to appreciate better user interface for handling meetings, planning meetings, checking free time across organization and so on. So that's why HCL and Intravision made a partnership where customers with CCB licensing can download for free this product as a freemium and deploy it also free on Domino, and it's free for first 50 users. If you have 50 users, if you have less than 50 users, it's fine, it's completely free for you. If you have more, you can specify, let's say, top 50 users. It could be managers, team leaders, people in marketing, people in executive assistants, and so on, that work with the calendars all the day, and assign these 50 free licenses to these users. And the rest can be purchased. If you need more, you can purchase. It is not expensive. It is just a small number of money per user per month. And this is how it looks. Let me show you, because you know that if something can be shown live, I show it live. This is a verse. If you deploy OnTime Calendar on your server, then it adds link. It's web interface, and if you click on the link that is added to the verse UI, this one OnTime, you can click on the old calendar, and this is the new one that opens this new interface. And what you can do here, at first sight you see list of people and list of their calendars. You can change what you see. If you have bigger screen, smaller screen, you plan for more days in advance or a few days. So let's say, okay, 1 week is too small number, so let me show more so I can plan ahead. If you want to zoom, you just click on in the title of the day. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can show planner. So show me planner, show me not free slots, only occupied slots. If you move mouse over, you see the details. If you click on it, you can see more details, people that are invited, and so on. In all cases, it honors, it respects ACL, access control list, of the databases. Right now, I am logged as super admin, so I can intentionally, I can see inside calendars and mail databases of all users. In a real scenario, you would see these details only for people, only for colleagues that explicitly state you that you have rights to see or even edit the content of the mailbox. Okay, so let's go to another view. Out of office, good for managers, because you can see who from your team is out of office, or anybody can, from sales team, can check, hey, I would like to speak with Felix. Is this out of office or not? No, but Kiera is taking a half day off today. Yeah, so it's all available at hand. Let me go back to weeks and maybe show something. Yeah, groups on the left side, you can, because you see the company right here, and more often you work with a list of groups, either your team like product specialist or project teams or departments, divisions. You can create your own groups. You can use shared groups across the company. So this is the global sales group. And if you click on the detail, you see what Todd Hart, a sales representative, contacts, his calendar. Now I can see the details. If I cannot see details, I just see that he's occupied or free. I can book a meeting right from this interface, similar to web. To Verse Web UI, you can use this planning. You can use Find Free Time, which allows you to move and suggest which slots are free or not. And you can also, do you want to say no? And if you want to plan meetings, create new meetings, you can from this interface as well. You can start meeting next week, for example. You can create a meeting for yourself, which me, super admin, and I just plan, okay, meeting like this 1 hour and a half. Or I can invite more people if I can see them, Felix and Kiera. I just click them, and it guides me. Hey, if you want these 3 people, this is a intersection of their free times. So if you want to plan, this is okay. This is not, this is red. So I can plan hour and a half meeting for Felix and Kiera and submit. It is even if it is launched from Verse or from Verse web interface like this one, or from Notes client, in all time it opens web. The web interface is responsive, and if you use the URL on mobile, the specific URL for mobile user interface, you will see something like this one, and you can use fingers for navigation and scrolling. So again, this is available right now, and feature that was announced 2 weeks ago on Engage is that they plan to add to the set of features share my time functionality, which means you can publish a URL for your customers, business partners, even publicly. You can publish URL where people can see free slots or occupied slots, and then they can call you, hey, I would like to arrange a meeting with you next Tuesday afternoon. I know you are free at the time. So this could help people planning their time. So a new feature is planned for this OnTime calendar. This slide is this is not new. This is not new. I put this slide here because it explains or justifies the product that follows. You know, if you are Domino admin, you know that Domino does not call home, as said. It does not send information to HCL at headquarters, replicate information with servers, does not check license keys. All data that you have on Domino are yours. They are not synchronized somewhere to away from your company or from your data center. No, what's happened in Domino stays in Domino. That's why it means we, as a vendor or manufacturer, we do not have information how you use it. If you are using for mail or applications, how many users do you have, how many servers, and so on and so on. It's fine. It's okay. This is how it works. But when is time, for example, for buying renewal for the next year, you as a admin need to calculate the correct number of users that you want to renew. And people come and go, they fluctuate. Sometimes you need 450, then it is 480, then it is 420 based on current economic situation. Maybe you hire, maybe you let some people go, restructuralization and so on. So that's why it is hard for admins to calculate exact number of user licenses they need each year. They need to renew because they do not want to pay for what they do not use, and also they do not want to be under license, to not be compliant with the license policy. That's why and recently, for 2, 3, 4 years, we are forcing customers or empowering them to migrate from per PVU to per user license, to per user account. So all you need to do is calculate the, let's say, active or users that have rights to access the server, access Domino. From Nodes client, via web interface, mobile interface, IMAP protocol, through some web servers, to check all the user accounts that you have in the system. If you are a small company, it could be easy. You just count names, NSF, people view, and more or less you are done. If you are a complex environment, multiple domains across region, across countries, it is hard and time consuming. That's why we released a free tool that is called Domino License Analysis Utility. You download it from this URL, from the link. There is also a guide. It's easy. Actually, it's next. And this is how it works. You download a zip file, unzip, it's NSF. You copy NSF to your local names, and it is like this one. You open it. For the first time, it said, hey, this is not signed by the local authority. Please sign it with your admin or server ID. Server ID is preferred, and so on and so on. So I signed it. Then there is a wizard, and you follow the wizard, and you do like next. Next, Domino environment scan. It explains you what in each step this tool will do. Let me just summarize it now, because we will not go through all these steps, and I will show you the result. It does read-only access, read-only scan. There is no writing. It is not installed on server. You put NSF on your local admin workstation, Windows desktop, open it, and from this desktop it connects to servers, checks names NSF, checks the directory assistant, secondary address book, and so on, goes through it, and all these steps that USA admin had to do manually, like count all users, remove, deduct users that are blocked or inactivate, remove users that are in deny access group, add external users in secondary address book, remove CCX users that are not active for more than 6 months, and so on. And those things that you would have to do manually, this tool will do it for you. It consists of 5 or 6 steps. Each takes from a few seconds to a few minutes, and it goes logically from checking number of servers. So it says, hey, I found these servers in your environment. Is it okay? Yes. Then tell me which address book do you have? Names NSF, names secondary NSF. Okay. Do you have some external users? Yes, external. Do you have CCX licenses? Do you use users outside the company? Yes, I do. And then it goes and scans in a few ways. Let me skip it. And this is the result. Why it do counting, do analysis? You can use your notes client, your admin workstation as usual. It is not like it blocks you for 1 hour. There is, you know, just spinning wheel and you can do nothing. You see, I'm using it. It's behind the scene. It's counting. And this is the result that you can see after 10 minutes, depending 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on the site of your environment. And it says, hey, I found this server in your environment. This is the admin server. You have one directory assistants, you have external users, and those are the numbers. I found 177 users, out of which 5 are CCX, external 172 are internal. You have more lines in your address book in names NSF, 185, but those that are not included in this 177, it's like 8. So some of them are in deny access group, some of them are in explicit. Yeah, so it does not just simply count the number of rows in a view, but it do some smart calculation. And for USA admin, this one means you need 172 licenses. Ta-da! And it can calculate. You can at first, we expect that at first, after first run, you will see it and you say, hey, it's either too low or too big. It's not accurate. Yeah, because we have those 50 users that we let to go last year, and we have still person documents because of access control or sending email and forwarding and so on. Okay, then you need to do something like go and move these 50 users, keep person documents, and move those 50 users to deny access group. So there is still person document for mail forwarding, but John or Mary, that is no more an employee, cannot use this account to log. So this is also not for license measurement, but some sort of security check. If you know you have 200 employees, plus minus, and here there will be 400 open active users, not disabled, with active username and password, it means there are 200 accounts somewhere in your system that you do not have under control, maybe past employees, maybe contractors, and so on. So admin can use it also for security checking, some sort of. You can download. If you click on this link, it will go you to a web page, to this one, where is the click here to download, and also list of tools like step by step how to use it, explaining each screen, what you will see. You know, it's there. It's like 6 phase next graphical wizard. It's easy to use. And second point from this one, if you remember what I mentioned, because we do not touch your servers and your servers do not send anything to us, so we need you to calculate licenses, and also we would like to give us and share with us how you use the systems for mail, for messaging, which operating system, Windows, Linux, if it is virtualized, if it is physical box, maybe a container, how many servers do you have, how many users, and so on and so on. Please, if you have some time, click after the session in the following days, please click on this link and fill in this short survey. It should take you a few minutes. It's completely anonymous. If you want, optionally, you can let us know who you are, but you can submit it anonymously. It's written in Vault. It's written in Dominolib. It's easy. On-prem, it is hosted. Which server, which versions do we use? Yeah, we have some information so far, and once after a few weeks or months, we will get a better picture how deployment of Domino in your organization looks like. So please, if you have some time, spend some minutes and fill the survey. Thank you. Now, what is new? Maybe you noticed recently in the past few weeks, if you have employees with Apple devices, with iPhones and iPads, that links, that nodes URL links, those with nodes / instead of HTTP, these nodes is used to open Nodes client, and either it is really Nodes client or Nomad client, either mobile or web. And in recent update, I think 16.4 or something in the recent Apple iOS, they did the change. Apple changed handling of Nodes protocol, of this protocol. Instead of passing it to nodes, to HCL nodes product, it uses to open its own nodes, because Apple Nodes is a note-taking application. So if you click on it and open, and maybe we said that life is always better. I tested it yesterday. I was traveling recently, so I did not update iPhone to the latest version, and it was like, I think 16.3.1. And yesterday, when I clicked on it and it opened the link, it opened Nodes client, which is Nomad on this device. But now, last evening, I did update, and now it goes to Simple Note, to Apple note-taking application. So our engineers did a quick fix, and you can, if you want to open link on Apple devices now, you do not open, you click on share. And now in share, you have applications, and you select and you click on Nomad post. And now if you click on Nomad, this is the link, the product sale link on the document, that is so this link leads to this document. So now you have to use share and not open. This is not something that our choose. It's not our option, but we have to react how Apple uses. We are trying to think and negotiate, because this Nodes URL link was posted to standardization organization, and it should be put and globally accepted. It is not yet, so we will see. Please, there is a knowledge article, click on it and monitor the current status. So this is just a information about the different behavior of Nomad and Nodes links on Apple devices. Right now, it is happening on mobile devices, not on Macs, not on MacBook Pro or something like, or on Macs or Air or something. But we expect that this could happen in the next update. It's going to be on autumn, after summer, and there could be similar, that if you click on Nodes on the Mac, it will open not HCL nodes, but Apple nodes, and our developers are already preparing for this and doing some activities. Another thing that you should know and be aware of, because this session is what is new in digital solution, and this is pretty new. This is from last month. I do not know if you noticed, but if you are a customer and your colleagues, maybe your security team will ask you about it, or you are a business partner and your customers are ask you about it. So here is the explanation. In April, IBM security team, IBM security lab, X4 Labs, a great team security, discovered a malware that exploit some Microsoft vulnerability. It's completely not related to HCL, not related to Domino, not related to Nodes, nothing. The strange thing is that the security team named this malware Domino. Probably maybe because if you use one piece and it drops another, like falling domino pieces, maybe, I don't know, but it's weird because Domino is a registered trademark. So our product and legal team discussed it with IBM teams and so on, and the result is that it is changed. It was changed as soon as possible, the same month. And now if you click and change and check the article, now it is not Domino, it's Minodo. So if someone asks you, hey, is Domino a malware or something like this, you probably could be, what? No. Now you know what they could be mentioning, and the answer is no, it has nothing to do with Domino. It's just improper name of Windows malware. We are now, let's go to the planned features. And speaking about malware security and other products, here is the list what we are maintaining. So you see in fix list, classical fix list, and in version 12.02 fixpack 1 we release 86 new. This is fixpack, so 86 fixes. In 12.02 there was almost 400 new features and fixes. If you are talking, now we are talking about security, and there is a great tool created by Preemptive Consulting Company. I put it into this presentation because I think it's useful, and it goes to this fix list and checks only fixes or features marked as security, because security is always important. So for example, if you are on version 11 and you think you are secure, no, there are 62 security updates in this version. Let's check version 12, 36, 12.02, 5. So it means in 12.02 fixpack 1, these five issues were fixed. So you can use these two links to get what is fixed and released in the recent versions, and it means okay, if you deploying new products with all these new features and so on needs a big testing on our side. I mean, in our labs, in our product teams, product managements across the world. Here is some summary from our teams that they shared what tests they do, how they test, for example, Nodes and Domino every day and before the release. So every day, if the code is merged, and so they do some test, and every day, if everything is working okay, they do automatically 87,000 tests. And then a night build is built, they test it, and they do it every day. Then additionally do weekly, and plus almost 50,000 additional tests before the product is packed and put on FlexNet. So we see we try to do our job, but then fix is released, and now it's up to Domino admin to deploy the fix. Just guessing, you do not need to answer loud or type something. Just think, how long does it take? How much hours or days? How much time does it take when since an exploit is discovered and malware as a tool, as a bad tool that use these vulnerability to do bad things. It's 5 minutes, actually. It's 5 minutes. Because now it is all automated, that if some vulnerability, like in this case when IBM discovered the malware, it took 5 minutes. So it means, yes, we as admins need to react very quickly. How much time does it take, comparing to these 5 minutes, to deploy a patch? Like we said, hey, there is 12.02 fixpack 1 with some security fixes or patches. In average, not in Domino, across operating system, databases, web servers, everything, all software, what is the average time of deploying? For patch, it's 100 days. And for security, that should be deployed more quicker, it's 16 days. So if you compare 5 minutes and 16 days, yeah, you see there is some discrepancy, and we should try to make this and this lower. So what does it mean? What does it mean what does it mean to update the server? First, you need to know, and now namely Domino server, you need to know that there is a new version released. You can receive notifications to email from our support services, from our community. You can read blogs. You can check social media. I recommend Twitter, maintained by my friend Aleš Lichtenberg, because he maintains, if something is released, it is published within minutes or hours on this account. So this is great source of information about new versions. Then you know, hey, 12.02 fixpack 1 is released. Now I need to go to FlexNet, download it, go to product documentation, check how should I deploy. Usually this is next, but maybe there are some special instructions. I need to check it, and then you deploy it manually or automatically, depending on your environment and how many servers do you have. If you have maintenance windows every third Sunday at night, so you need to have wait until this window and so on. We know that this takes some time, and it makes deploying fixes longer. So that's why for future version of Node, for version 14, we are working on a way how to make installation easier for admins. And we do it in a few, we deploy it in a few. We plan to offer it in a few steps or waves. So first, we would like to inform you as an admin that there is new version. Then you can download it, and then you can deploy it manually or automatically. So these are first screens for this new update and for this server update feature. It will be part of the Domino directory. You can use it from notes from admin client, product updates. Each server will have a specific document, language packs, language versions, current version, latest version, and you can then decide if you later, it is not available now, but if you want to deploy it manually or automatically, or just let you know, hey, new version for Traveler is there, do you want to deploy it, yes or no? So this is one thing that we are working on, and we would like to release it even in early access versions of version 14. If you have some tips or suggestions, or if you try it once it will be out and you have some comments, please use this URL and share this upgrade for Domino feature on our AHA portal. If you just like the idea and you have many servers, and this could be, as an admin, this could be a big improvement, please, you do not need to add comment, click on it and just vote for this idea that yes, I would like to have this feature in version 14. Speaking about AHA, we are this is one of the main input sources that our product team takes under consideration. So if we say sometimes, please click vote on it on AHA, add some comment. If it is completely new idea, please add it to AHA. It is one of the inputs to product team. They read it regularly. And one of the requests in the past was we would like to administer Domino environment not only from Windows Domino admin client, because if we are on Mac, on Linux, we need to have virtual machine with Windows and so on and so on. Please do something that we can administer Domino environment from web or multi-platform. Yes, we try now. Everything is in web and mobile. So we do not create a new admin tool for Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, and so on. We are working on Admin Central, which is notes, application notes template, NSF. This is how it looks, some preview template. This is how it looks. And you can, since it is web, you can use it in Notes client, you can use it in Nomad, and you can use it in Nomad mobile. Let me show you this, one of the few videos from few previews that we have. This is Nomad running on Apple tablet, opening, and we do in the first step, which is easy to understand and useful for all type of companies, is creating new users, like register new user into Domino directory. You type first name, last name, use it from template. You can do it on mobile, you can do it on web. This is the list. And everything is respective and created test. And you can see in the same Nomad, I see that poll test that was created in this web interface is also created in Domino directory. So this is first preview video, how it can look for registering users in mobile device and creating users. Another, now it is Notes client, classic Notes client on Windows, and now we will register users, but not manually, John, Mary, Paul, but from CSV, because this is also option. Good if you want to deploy some new users in batch. Now in this batch there are four users with these names. Admin imported CSV and selects, okay, from these four people in the list, I will register only, I think I will register only two. Yes, to submit. For those to fulfill, okay. Two are left, two are in the queue, two are registered, and out of these two, one finished okay and one finished with error, and I can handle the error. Now the error is John Lennon is already existing in the address book. You need to choose another name or organization unit. And another example is registering user from another source. Now it connects. Now is it the same? This one, Active Directory. Yeah. From Active Directory users, connect to Active Directory using dirsync, get users that are waiting and are not fully registered in Domino directory. Click continue, and now these three demo users are imported and draft. And if I click and if I select them and click on submit, they can continue in registering. They are in the queue. So this is something that we work on for version 14 as well. Web client for Domino administration, and another tool for admins, which is some sort of server update. So I'm updating servers. Now let's go into other features that are on the list. that our developers are working on for version 14, Java update. From version 8 to version 17, which is, I think, the last long-term support version. And it means, it's a big jump, big leap. And also from not only from our side, but also from your side, because if you have some third-party tools, add-on jar files that are not compatible with version 17, you either have to find something that is compatible with this new Java, or stay on the old Domino for this specific use case if you need connectivity to some external device or something. So everything that is Java related, you should check, and you can do it in our early access, time, a few months, and it should start this month. We are updating Java on clients and servers. On clients, it's usually okay. Just some heads up on this slide. If you have, what does it mean on the client? Also, clients will be only 64-bit, not only 32. So it means Notes client, Designer client, and Administration client for Windows. 32-bit clients will not be in version 14. Version 14 will be all 64-bit, which means that some very, very, very old components that are 32-bit only, and they are not used probably so much in these days, like this, we localized in admin client these two components, like this gauge for checking how many dead mails are in your mail queue on mail.box. I'm not sure if USA admins use this, but these components are 32 bits and they will be not included in version 14 very probably. About the core, another useful and interesting information. Since we try to go to the latest platform versions, Java, only 64-bit. Now on Linux, for example, it means using the latest distribution distro versions, which means, for example, system libraries or compiler libraries like glibc. And in some cases, we will be higher, Domino will be higher than, let's say, some still existing and in production distribution distros. If you check this table, if we will use glibc 234 for compiling Domino on Linux, only Linux versions with the same or higher version of this library could be able to run Domino properly. So it means this is okay, Red Hat okay, VMware okay, Ubuntu okay, OpenSUSE not okay. So if you want to stay on OpenSUSE, you need to stay on older version or wait until OpenSUSE will support this new glibc, for example. Another version that we plan to do in version 14 is adding disclaimers to incoming emails. It is expected that it is asked for. Big companies ask us for this, like, hey, there are spam and malwares and impersonation. Somebody is writing in the name of manager, and it is some hacker and so on. So in some companies, they prefer for every email incoming from outside the company, from the internet, to have some notification, some badge, banner, text, red warning, and so on. So yeah, we plan to do this in Domino. This is how it can look like. We know that some partners develop custom application and enhancement to mailboxes and mail templates. We plan to put this into the Domino itself. We plan and are working on one-touch setup improvements. The one-touch setup in one sentence is a way how you can automatically set up and configure Domino server first time when you start it. So you do not need to click on the wizard and do configuration and next, and so on. You just fill in some text file and it will act upon this, which is great, which is good. I use it whenever I can. And now we try to do some updates, enhancements, and one of the big for me is that this configuration text file, you would be able to use it not only for the first time when you first time start the server, but also like apply again, like something like policy, like check the current setup of the Domino server, check what's in the text configuration, and act according to the text configuration. So if there are some settings, move it to real configuration. This is great because it helps you to keep servers on the same configuration, on the same either low level or high level configuration, and not doing things manually. This is big improvement. For admins, we also plan to add installation file to have the most used add-ons, namely Verse, Nomad, and OnTime Calendar that I presented at the beginning. So the same way as you install Domino and you select, do you want to install StatRep or web server or something, there will be checkboxes: install Verse, install Nomad, yes, no, install OnTime Calendar. Yeah, if you are admin, you know the installation is not complicated. Yeah, but have it as a checkbox would be also easy. This is a summary of something that we are doing, that we are planning to release in Domino, like on the server side. Something we touch already, something I will touch later: REST API development and so on. One slide would we plan for Nodes client, for Nodes only, not server only client. Language or supported languages should be released at the same day, the day one. So languages in the group 2 or 2A, 2B, I don't know exactly the names, should not wait a few weeks or months until the language will be released. They can do it now. Mail merge is interesting for me because I send emails to similar emails to multiple. Delayed send of email is there already, but it's hidden in a submenu, so we will make it more visible to users so they can use it more appropriately. No new version notification checkings, Restyle, updating Java and Eclipse for a better user experience, and preference boxes, and so on. So these are some plans for the client. And I mentioned something about beta or early access, the same way as we did it in the last year and the year before for version 11 and 12. We plan to do it for version 14, and it should start last day of this month. So in 4 weeks, approximately May 31st, there should be published first, it's called first beta or drop 1 of early access program. Usually these first drops are English only and probably Windows and Linux for servers. It is not IX, it is not I or something. It's Windows, Linux, and English only. We already created a discussion forum where you can search for information, ask, and share experience. So first version of let's say first access for version 14, end of this month. We are working on Verse. We are improving. We gather information from you vote in AHA and got feedback from Domino Jams, where you interact with us and give us feedback. These are plans for improving Verse. You know, they have pretty good list for the first version, for the closest version. It's small, so now I make it bigger. Now you see that in next quarter we plan in the future quarters to have releases, and this one I made it bigger here. Stationery, this is what you ask for, something like form, like saved form for email that is present in Rich Client but not in Web Client, improvement in contacts and calendar, recall email, file preview, online meetings, DOM integration, attachments, adding multiple attachments, and so on and so on. So this is what we plan for Verse. And so far we did out of the box features, mainly email and platforms, administration, updates, user registration. So we know Domino is mainly about applications. So what we do plan and what is current status for applications, how we are working with apps. This is nice diagram showing how if you start here with Domino NSF app, it could be 1 year old, it could be 20 years old, but it's still working. How you can enhance or make it nicer or add more features. The first and easy is to use Nomad that converts application to or make available on web and mobile devices. Then you can add Restyle, which turns the old look and feel into a modern one that can be used on web and Notes client. Then you can add Domino Leap, connect to this application, going to this NSF, pull data and present it in some modern new way, maybe some dashboards or something like this. Still everything on Domino, everything in NSF, just a small amount of coding of JavaScript. You can completely go without JavaScript. And the last two pieces are for real developers. REST API, Domino REST API is a new product, codename Keep. You maybe knowing Keep, that opens Domino data and infrastructure through secured REST API to the outside, and other system can use it to input data to Domino or fetch data from Domino and process outside. And one of the products that utilize this REST API is Vault MX, our program in digital solution portfolio for building web and mobile enhanced applications. So let's go into apps. What we have in Nomad. Nomad has two versions for web and for mobile. In the slides you will see information what we change. I will show it live. So now you have it. Now what we will discuss is update in finding and searching and replacing. You can see the notes that I put into the slides right now available for Android Nomad. For iOS, it will be soon, coming soon. Coming soon means it's already available in beta program. So I can show it to you. So for mobile, let me check. Okay, yeah. So a little bit update in design. If you open it, you see the icon is moved to the specific row with search icon and synchronization, and you have more space for tabs. And let me open, for example, product inventory. This one, what we added in the recent weeks is search. So if I click on, if I go on it and tap and hold, there is a new UI where I can search in searchable columns, all product, and I will search laser. Show me the toy, the product with laser in this product column. and it goes directly to the first row with laser, the name, you can see. So this is one enhancement that we added about searches, and another for this I need more text, like this one, discussion, out of the box, no updates. Search in this one. The default one is search across the content, like full text search. It's discussion about Nomad, so notes should be there. Show me notes. Yeah, so these are documents that have notes, something in the body or subject. I want to search inside the document if there are more text, like this one, like big readme. I want to search for a specific string. Again, I click on this. If I'm in document and I click on this, now it's search find in document and wizard. There should be wizard word. Yes, you see, the wizard takes, and if there are more, search next and search previous. Next, next, previous, previous. I exit this one. And if I click on edit, this is when I'm read, and if I click on edit, and now I do search, I click search, now it is find and replace. So if I do wizard and replace with tool, okay. And now I can see, yeah, look at wizard, and there is replace and replace also. I can do replace, replace, replace. Yeah. Exit, I will not, don't save. Okay. So those are small updates that you can get, that you can be informed either if you read README for these documents. When you deploy it from the beta channel, there is, hey, what is README in this new version, and this could be a improvement. We have for Nomad Web, and for Nomad Web, wait. And for Nomad Web, we've got also improvements. Let me show. This is web inventory manager to keep the consistency. Did I click on it? No. What we added? Right click, open a new window. It opens new window like in a rich client, and you can and you can have it side by side. It's opening sometime. Yeah. So open document in new window. Product sale. You got it. Ta-da. Okay. Close. Closing. You can show, if I go to view, for example, this one, view, go to, and you see all views. You know that if you do on a rich client, shift control, view, go to, don't say, view, go to, this one. Yeah, you should see also hidden, in these parentheses. If you do shift control, so now you can see hidden views also in Nomad. And in Restyle, we added some features in Restyle. I will not put it to the whole. Yes. And for example, what we added something with better working, but what you ask for is using a custom color if you are restyling. So for example, restyle with this specific red color. Next, remove, create new icon. It's a discussion document. So let's something like this one, restyle. Now it's using the red and it's restyling the application. This is one of the features that are improving in in subsequent versions of Nomad. So if you are working with Nomad and you deploy new version, you can check which updates we did in Restyle as well, because Restyle is part of Notes client and part of the web. And now we have Restyle application. The icon is applied, and if you open it, it's red and specific on the documents that I put. And I can access it from mobile and from Notes client as well. For Nomad, we plan this, something that you can see in the presentation in details. What I would like to emphasize is multiple tabs that we are planning, like multiple tabs for like verse, like it was opening new window, opening new tab, like this one, which is prerequisite, for Infobox that we plan to release during after summer. Infobox like alt enter information of the specific document or database, which is prerequisite for something that we call web designer or designer in the web, where you could be to do design update, like editing the design of the application, not in Domino Designer, but in Nomad, the similar way as you did web administration, as I shown you before. So we are trying to move the most important admin things and design things and operations to be accessible from Nomad and thus platform independent. Speaking about applications and integrations, this is what I put together this chart that at first sight it could look complicated, but if we look at it, it is just two parts. First, it shows how you can enhance and integrate Domino. If you have Domino application like the discussion forum or some workflow application in Domino in NSF, which is developed by Domino Designer, by Domino developer with Domino Designer client. You can, on the same Domino, deploy Leap and connect to this application, develop a new ones. For this development, you use web browser only. Now, how to access and enhance these applications besides the options that Domino provides. So it means you utilize some other platform, and the other platform connects to Domino and reads data. And the other platform is MX, is Vault MX. The platform name is Foundry, and it connects to Domino through standardized REST API. Vault or Leap, new name Leap, provide the REST API out of the box. You do not need to code anything. If you create application in Leap, in web browser, Leap automatically creates a secured REST API for create, read, update, delete. For Domino, you deploy REST API codename keep, and it will do secure application as you design it. And then another developer that develops web apps or mobile apps can use Iris. The designer tool is called Iris for Mac or Windows, and design application that connects to video. So this is the story. So let me touch all these three shortly. What is new in all these three pieces? Domino Leap. We've got a Domino Leap session last month. So we covered last version 1-on-1. We also show you how you can start from scratch with zero JavaScript or another developing language knowledge, and you can assemble, put together application available for anonymous or authenticated users inside or outside your company. So this if you are interested in this one, I will not go into this. Here are the links to the slides and YouTube recording, 1 hour and 30 minutes discussion and presentation how to design application in Leap. And we started from zero and created a web accessible application for storing customer requests. What I would like to show you is how we plan to improve Leap in the following quarters. I just emphasize things that are relevant mainly to Domino Leap flavor, because there is also Leap running in another platform. But what you ask for is some admin console, admin dashboard, something that where you can see what's happening in the system, to get overview and maybe control. So this is our first view, how the future dashboard can look like. You can see number of applications, number of documents, status of applications, who is administration, number of records, details, and so on. So this is what we are working on it. This is the admin and governments. You also ask for multi-person authoring. So if more people are editing and working on the same Leap application, you will be notified if someone is editing and what recently he or she edited. Something like in shared Word document, you see info what John or Mary edited. We are working on better extension with Domino, better integration with Domino, full text, doing full text search, probably also in the attachments, improvement with rich text. You know that in version 101 we added bi-directional synchronization of rich text fields, so we are working on it more and more. And first slot, custom widgets, is that right now, if you work, let me go back, on the left side, you see widgets, and you put these widgets into the page and you work with it. Now we want you will be able to create your own widgets with specific code or design or some part of the pages, like unified header of the page or something with your enterprise design style, and you can put it on the server, and then each Leap author, each Leap developer can use it, can use customized widget. So this is what we plan to release, in the subsequent releases in the following quarters. Second part in this application development was REST API. The last version was released, I think, last week or end of April or something like this, 104, which means it is fifth version number 5 since November. In November it was 100, and now it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So almost every month each version, which means this is new product. We really working on enhancing. We are continuously adding new features and fixing issues that you found and reported. Domino REST API is usually installed on the same server as Domino. You install, you expose ports securely outside, and through REST API you can connect to your specific NSF applications, only to specific forms, to specific views and agents. You can see how it is configured on this side, and then outside of Domino, some other application can use REST API calls. REST API calls go through this component and connect to the NSF and data, either create or read or update something or delete. So we are continuously improving this REST API, and this is used by the last piece that was, and which is VaultMX. VaultMX is it's like brother or partner to Domino and Designer and Leap and so on, and it sits on the other side for multi-platform experience, communication from enterprise to customers to external people via mobile devices, mobile applications, anonymous or authorized web application and so on. It has two parts, something like Domino. Server component is called Foundry, and the designer part is called Iris. Here are some design. You see, this is how you design application in Iris. You design it, you store it, and it uses Foundry for integration, security, connectivity to other systems, authentication, and so on. And it can also connect to Domino and use Domino as a data source. So if you read or hear something about VaultMX and something, you can think of it about a partner to Domino, and it offers a way how to enhance Domino application with features that allows expansion to thousands and tens or hundreds of thousands users in mobile devices and so on. And if you read and if you saw something like VaultMX Go, it means it's a special edition with a specific type and connectivity to Domino. So it's like special edition for Domino integration and better connectivity, Vault script, Vault formulas. It can use something like you use add formulas in Domino and so on. So VaultMX and VaultMX Go are our way that allows you to develop web and mobile enterprise applications. At the very end, I've got info and some, let's say, teaser at the same time, because now we are leaving. We are leaving the pure notes and Domino and application, and customers use Sametime for chat and so on. The latest version is 12.01 FixSpec 1. It allows you to do chat, web meetings. This is meeting from our technical advisors across the world. I took the screenshot. So this is how we use Sametime internally. You can use it in your environment as well. This is just a reminder what is new in the latest version. If you are creating web meeting, you can choose from different types. It could be open public like this one. It could be secured internal meeting. It could be super secured with password and internal people only, where you discuss future plan, money, products, sales, and so on. So even if you start creating, the Sametime guides you and does not allow you, for example, to open meeting for everyone if it is marked as a closed meeting. For admins, we added dashboards and monitoring. So this is what top management asks: how many meetings do we have? How many users? How many online meetings in together? So you can get the information from this dashboard. As we discussed, the REST API in Leap and Domino and Keep and VaultMX, it's also present for Sametime. There's REST API Sametime. Now it's preview mode, and you can access the data, meeting activity, and so on through these calls that is available right now since 12.01, and also to help users recognize video quality and overall user experience. We slightly enhanced design of the meeting page. Those are two of the enhancements. I will not go deeply into what we plan in the future, what we have now. That's why I do not do demo. I do not do discuss about Sametime, because next month in June, so in 4 weeks, next CEE Café is only about Sametime. So if you are interested in this area, please join, register if you did not do this already. Next week we will spend only about Sametime. So last section is in my slides usually about where to find more information and how to get to useful resources. I can't start with anything else than link to Engage 2033 session page. if you go to this URL, you can see a list of sessions. You can filter or go through all of this. And if you see this icon, download icon, click on it and it downloads PDF. Those are the latest version of product information from HCL side and latest version of tips, tricks, and experience sharing from partners. For example, useful hacks for Domino administrator. If you are Domino admin, click on it and explore, of course. We also redesign, enhanced, and rename our platform for sharing information for education. It used to be HCL Academy, HCL Software Academy. Now it is HCL Software University, short name U. If you click on this HCL Software University, you get to this page. You can log in with your login, same login for FlexNet support and so on, and you can then go and download white papers, register for future webinars, watch past webinars, also register for free for administration. The latest add-on is administration basics or 101 installing Domino for, let's say, if you have new colleagues for Domino administration, you can point them to this one. And a few months ago, we started first phase of certification. First one is for admins. Recertification, if you have 8.5 or 9 certificate, click on this, pass the exam, and you receive the badge HCL Domino version 12 administrator. So this is, there are for other products. For Domino, we started with version 12 administrator. And last, on time. Next slides, you can see this is the slide that I showed back in March when we started. Since then, we finished already three cafes. This is number 3. As I said, it is all recorded, so slides are under this link and video recordings on this YouTube. And the last in this series before summer holidays and so on, before we gather again in September. So last one is next month, June the 8th. You can register if you are still not, and I will. I'm happy to discuss Sametime Premium next month with you. Thank you for joining the third cafe, May Cafe in 2023, where we discussed the latest news and also plans for digital solutions products. Most of them were unveiled and announced 2 weeks ago on Engage conference. And the most important things for Notes and Domino is that this month, in a few weeks, version 14 Early Access program will start, and you can start testing and experiencing and sharing the comments with us for this new main release that is planned to be finally released at the end of this calendar year in December. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in the next cafe. Thanks.